18 Things I Wish My Father Told Me About Life Before I Turned 18 by Vincent Riverside.
Chapter 7. Respect is earned, not demanded. There's something a lot of men get wrong, especially young men trying to figure out who they are in a world that feels like it doesn't owe them anything. It's this idea that respect is something you're supposed to get just because you're a man. Because you're older, because you talk louder, because you act tougher. But that's not how real life works. Respect isn't automatic, it's earned, and anyone who has to demand it usually doesn't deserve it. You can try to scare people into respecting you. You can use anger, intimidation, or fake confidence to get attention. That might work short term, but people don't truly respect fear. They fear fear, and fear fades. The minute you slip up, the minute your power shakes, the minute your mask cracks, it's over. Respect disappears. Why? Because it was never real. It was borrowed, faked, forced. That kind of respect doesn't last. True respect, the kind that makes people listen when you speak, the kind that makes others trust you, follow you, even admire you, is built on who you are when no one's looking. It's built on consistency, humility, and discipline. It's built on how you carry yourself, not how loud you get. It's built on what you do, not what you say. And it starts with how you treat people who can't do anything for you. When I was younger, I thought being respected meant being tough. Being the guy no one messed with. I thought it meant being cold, being hard, being untouchable. But the truth is, I was just trying to protect myself. I was trying to compensate for what I lacked: confidence, direction, a real sense of identity. I didn't want to admit I was insecure, so I acted like I didn't care what people thought. I tried to carry myself like a man, but deep down I was still a boy who didn't know how to earn respect, so I settled for trying to control it. That's what happens when you don't grow up with a father who teaches you what real manhood looks like. You make it up. You copy what you see: actors, rappers, athletes, influencers. You think respect is about dominance, about being better than the next guy. You think if people fear you, you've made it. But real men don't operate that way. Real men don't chase respect. They live in a way that attracts it without needing to beg for it. Here's what I learned. The people who walk around constantly demanding respect are usually the ones who haven't earned it from themselves yet. That's where it starts: self-respect. And self-respect doesn't come from flexing on people. It comes from doing the things you said you would do. It comes from holding yourself to a standard even when no one's watching. It comes from showing up when it would be easier to quit. That's where it begins. You want respect from other men? Earn it through your discipline, through your work ethic, through your patience, through your emotional control, through the way you handle adversity. You want respect from women? Earn it through your integrity, through your consistency, through the way you treat people, not just her, but everyone. You want respect from yourself? Stop lying, stop hiding, stop cutting corners and calling it doing your best. Start being the man you keep pretending you already are. Respect isn't given because you want it. It's given because you live in a way that demands it without having to say a word. A man who truly respects himself walks into a room differently. He doesn't need attention, he commands presence. He doesn't chase validation, he radiates confidence. Not because he's better than anyone, but because he's walked through fire to become who he is, and people can feel that. And here's the thing. Earning respect doesn't mean being perfect. It means being accountable. It means owning your mistakes. Apologizing when you're wrong. Taking feedback without getting defensive. That's not weakness, that's strength. Anyone can puff their chest when things are going well. But when life tests you, when you get rejected, disrespected, misunderstood, how you respond reveals your character. And your character is what earns you respect. Let me be real with you. If you're not willing to do the hard, quiet work behind the scenes, the kind no one claps for, the kind that doesn't go viral, then don't expect to be respected. Because the people who carry real respect in this world earned it when no one was watching. They were building when everyone else was sleeping. They were grinding when everyone else was making excuses. They were becoming solid, day by day. Not to prove anything, but because they refused to be average. One more thing. Respect isn't always loud. It's not about being the alpha in every room. It's not about taking up space just to feel powerful. Sometimes the most respected man is the one who doesn't need to talk. The one who observes more than he speaks. The one who listens. The one who moves with calm intensity instead of chaos. The one who doesn't react emotionally to everything. That man is dangerous, not because he's reckless, but because he's in control. And when you're in control of yourself, the world responds differently. So let this sink in. If you want respect, live in a way that commands it. Don't beg, don't shout, don't fake, just be. Be the man who shows up when it's hard. Be the man who keeps his word. Be the man who protects people when they're vulnerable and speaks truth when it's uncomfortable. Be the man who stands for something, not just when it's convenient, but always. Respect isn't something you get for free. It's something you become through who you are and how you live. No shortcuts, no exceptions, no pretending.